No time for introductions. The first bullet leaves the chamber before the heavy steel door even hits the wall. They expected a quiet negotiation. I brought a hostile takeover. The underboss tries to run for the back alley. I don't get paid to lose foot races. Panic is a universal language in the underground. You're a cleaner, a shadow. You move through the hall without a sound. You don't knock. You kick the door square in the center. Chaos starts. The mid-level boss freezes. He's shoving dirty bills into a duffel bag. He offers you money and territory. You don't hear a single word. One flash illuminates the room. The boss slumps over his heavy desk. The job is done. The money is stained red. You look closer. Beneath his hand is a black ledger. The holy grail of the syndicate. You flip through the thin pages. Every bribe judge is listed here. This book holds the strings to the city. Your orders were to burn it. Why be a dog on a leash? You slip the book inside your jacket. You strike a match. The liquor catches fire instantly. You walk away. You walk out into the rain. The bridge to your old life is burning. Next morning, the diner is quiet. Your handler waits for his report. He's eating pie, expecting a nod and cash. He's in for a surprise. You slide a hollow point bullet across the table. The message is clear. He stops chewing. He looks at you. The contract is officially broken. You stand up and walk out. You're no longer taking orders. You start at the docks. This is where the cartel breathes. The lieutenant is directing his crew. Millions in product move tonight. You don't bring an army. You cut the power and wait. Darkness breeds panic. You move through the shadows like a ghost. You systematically eliminate the guards. Quiet, brutal, and very efficient. The lights flicker back on. The lieutenant is now completely alone. You toss a page from the ledger. It shows his betrayals. He drops to his knees. You don't kill him. You own him. Now you need the streets. The underboss hides in a nightclub. You're wearing a tailored suit now. The cleaner is becoming a boss. You move up the glass staircase toward the elite VIP lounge. Guards block the door. You don't reach for a weapon. You flash the ledger. Proves their boss sold them out. Loyalty evaporates instantly. They open the door for their new master. The underboss is swirling whiskey. He's confused by your presence. You sit across from him. You place the ledger on the table. He reads the pages. Arrogance turns into a mask of terror. His hands shake. He slides his gold authority ring across. You put it on. It fits perfectly. You own the streets. Money pours in. You move into a sprawling city penthouse. Your clothes cost a car. Your liquor costs a house. You look in the mirror. You see a cold, calculating machine. The police chief is a problem. He's raiding your warehouses. You wait in his car. Bullets are for amateurs. Leverage works. You press your pistol to his neck. He freezes instantly. You hand him an envelope. Inside are photos of his crimes. The raids stop tomorrow. The police chief now works for you. Only one obstacle remains. The architect, the Shadow King. You gather your men. A dozen shadows armed for war. You assault the tower frontally. Glass shatters everywhere. The marble floor turns into a battlefield. You walk with calm. Your men die. You don't care. They're just fuel for power. You reach the elevator alone. The final climb begins. Soft music plays. You wipe blood from your cold cheek. You check your weapon one last time. You're ready to kill. The doors slide open. You step out, weapon raised, ready. No army. No guards. The entire penthouse is completely empty. A single desk sits in the center. A chair faces away. You reach the desk. There is no one in the chair. A vintage phone rests on the desk. A second ledger too. The phone begins to ring. The sound is shrill and piercing. You slowly reach out and pick up the receiver. Silence. A recorded voice speaks. Congratulates you on your victory. They are the board. The true masters of the city. The architect was just a title. Position they needed filled. They left the first ledger for you. They guided you. You didn't conquer anything. You just cleaned house for free. The voice tells you to sit. Their new prisoner. The new ledger contains your targets. your new quotas. You drop the phone. It dangles, buzzing like an insect. You stumble back. The reality is washing over you now. You look at your reflection. You're the man you killed. The system didn't change. It just changed its face. Then you see it. A tiny, glowing red laser. It moves up your reflection. Stops over your heart. Somewhere out there is another hungry shadow. Waiting for you. You don't run. You just straighten your tie and wait. Close your eyes. You wait for the final flash. The cycle continues. The city always gets its cleaner. It always starts in the rain. Just another shadow. Another magazine clicks. Another job begins today. The targets change, but the ledger stays the same. Power is a trap. You're just the next victim. The city watches. It never forgets its true masters. Millions of people, all puppets on invisible strings. The blood never washes off. It just dries dark. The whiskey is gone. The ice has melted away. You close the book. Your story is already written. One last breath. The game is finally over now. The tower stands tall. A tomb for the ambitious. A finger pulls the trigger. The contract is fulfilled. The glass shatters. The cycle resets once again. You were the architect. Now you're just a ghost. Somewhere else, a handler orders a cherry pie. A new bullet slides across a scratched table. A new contract begins. The city never sleeps. It's always raining. The grime never truly leaves. You're next. The system always needs a face. The syndicate survives. You're just a memory now.